What's up everybody, Zach here with Sew Yeah Quilting. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this awesome Strip Mirage quilt. Let's get started. This is a really cool looking project and so simple to do. As you can see on this one behind me, it's also a really cool way to take random different fabrics and make something really cool and cohesive out of them. This one here is actually a line by Ruby Star, and we've got mushrooms, roller skates, bananas, octopus, squiggles, whole bunch of stuff. But when you take it all in like this, it looks so cool. So what you're gonna do is you're going to need a jelly roll for this. You're gonna take your strips, lay them out, and you're just gonna sew 4 strips together all the way down the length of them. There we are. I'm just going to press these real quick, get the creases out of them, and then from there we're going to put them right sides together and just sew them all the way down. So like I said, at this point, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and lay them down right sides together, get them lined up real nice. So with these put right sides together, it's ready to sew. You can pin this or clip it if you want, but it's not necessary, just adjust as you go along. Once you have your first 2 sewn together, go ahead and press it open all the way down that seam and then continue on to the next strip. Now onto the next strip, exactly the same thing. Lay it down right sides together. Let me go one more. Now you have all your pieces sewn together. It should be about 8.5 inches wide. So what we're going to do is turn that into an 8.5 inch square block. So go ahead and cut this all down into those 8.5 inch squares. Once you have all of your squares cut out, the next step is you're going to take a couple of them and lay them down right sides together. When you do this, you want to make sure that you have a light strip on top of a dark strip and vice versa. So we'll line this up, just get our seams lined up on it. For this one, I will pin it together. Now what you're going to do once you get them lined up is you are going to mark a diagonal line from corner to corner. Now what you're going to do is you're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam on both sides of that diagonal line. With that sewn together, now what you're going to do is you're going to cut right down that line that you marked on it, and that's going to give you 2 half square triangles for your quilt. And there you go. Now what you're gonna do is just repeat this process with all of your pieces. Put those strips together, cut them into 8.5 inch squares, pair them up, mark them, sew them, cut them, open them, and you're gonna have all your pieces. Once you have all of your pieces put together, you can see I've got a few here. The next step is you're going to take these and put them into your final block. The way you're gonna orient this is you're going to have 2 of your blocks that are kitty corner to each other, and the little squares right here are going to be in the center. Then the other 2, you're going to do just the opposite. You're going to put these long strip pieces into the center. Now all we got to do is sew these together. So I'm going to take my first 2, lay them right sides together, paying very close attention to the orientation of them. I want to sew this edge, not that edge. Little sewy. There's those 2. Same thing with the other 2. There you have it. And I'm going to press these both open, and then I'm going to sew these 2 halves together for my final block. Okay. Now again, making sure that we have all of our pieces oriented correctly. We'll flip this over, line up our center seams here. This is a big enough piece that I'll actually clip it together. And there you go. So our first block is done, and you've seen all the steps that there are to it. So go ahead and just repeat this process with the rest of your pieces to get your blocks together, and from there, sew all the big blocks together into your quilt. Now, one little note on this is a really nice pattern, obviously because it's really impressive. But also, if you have some busier fabrics, if your points don't all line up perfectly, totally okay. No one is going to see it because of how busy the whole thing is. And really, you've got, right here you have your center point, but the rest of them, you have all of your stripes line up on a solid piece of fabric right there. So it is also pretty beginner friendly. Back to the quilt, I'll get the rest of these pieces sewn up and we'll see what we've got. And there you have it. Our quilt top is finished and is looking awesome. Now, as I mentioned before, if you have a bunch of different fabrics you're not sure what to do with, use this pattern and put them together and you're gonna have a really impressive quilt. If you would like to get yourself an octopus, banana, mushroom, panda bear jelly roll, or any of the others, the link for the jelly rolls on our website is in the description below. Also, the pattern is down there, so check that out, it's totally free. And hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and we will see you next week here at Sew Yeah Quilting.